welcome back to C Fox Gaming. This is the first episode in a new series called Recent Nintendo Collecting. In this series, I'll be keeping you up to date on new items in my Nintendo collection and updates to my Nintendo room. So, first, let's start out with the first thing. The Legend of Zelda, The Windwaker HD. Very expensive game, but it's a really good game. One of my top three. I think it's my third favorite Zelda game, because Zelda is my second favorite Nintendo franchise along with Mario, which is my first. This game has a shiny cover. I know there's like a World Edition that has like not the shiny cover. I like the shiny cover because it's just really cool to display in a collection. It's got the icon that you can see right there. Here's the side. Here's the back. Cool thing about this game is you don't have to pause the game to switch out items between buttons. So that means when you're in the middle, like playing the game, you don't have to hit the pause button. You can just like drag over something on the like a grappling hook on the gamepad screen, drag it over to like the X button, and there you go. So they replaced the Tingle tuner, which is just a Game Boy Advance, and I think could connect to a Game Boy Advance. And like had Tingle do stuff. Replaced it with Tingle bottles, which just use Miiverse, which is no longer around anymore. So, really good game. There's a disc. I always keep the manuals like this so I can see the Wii U, since it is my favorite console of all time. Next is the Nintendo Switch 2. This system is so good. I think it may be the most powerful console of all time. I used to have a PS5. It was super powerful. I feel like this may be even more powerful. It is a tiny little handheld, but it is so powerful. All the games, like the big games that are on like PlayStation and Xbox, all those run incredibly well on the Switch 2. I don't have any because I only like Nintendo games, really. But it's so good with the magnetic Joy-Cons. The dock is a lot bigger and a lot of more wiggle room, so that then the screen doesn't get scratched, which was a problem on the original Switch. Bigger vents for cooling, and then they add another USB-C port, which I use for charging because I like the cord going above, not like below, like the original Switch. Not the greatest dock design in the world. I wish they could have made the little hole where the cords come out a lot bigger, but still a really good system. Still has a ton of power. So that's a really good console. Since I'm a Nintendo collector, I always keep the boxes for things. The box right here, you got the cool. I like this. It looks exactly like the Switch 1 box design, but if it looks a bit different, I don't really remember because I haven't seen the Switch 1 box in a while. But it looks pretty cool. You got the Joy-Cons and the grip. You got the console and the dock. Mine's the Mario Kart World bundle. This is just a sticker, so it's not actually part of the box. Anyways, you got the side right there in the handheld mode. You got the console right here, and docked. And you got two people using it in tabletop mode with the Joy-Con 2 held horizontally. You can display it like this, which looks pretty cool. I like to display it like this so that you can know it's a Mario Kart World bundle. So that's pretty cool. Next is the Joy-Con 2 wheel. You know, box. Not really anything special about the box. But anyways, the cool thing about these is that you don't have to use them for only Mario Kart. You can also use them for like New Super Mario Bros. U. If you only have the Joy-Con 2 controllers and you don't have any other controllers, and you want to play New Super Mario Bros. Or like any other game, 2-player, that uses the Joy-Con held horizontally, you can do that. Because these aren't just for Mario Kart. You can use them as like Joy-Con 2 horizontal grips, which is a lot more comfortable to use when playing with them horizontally. And you can put them, the blue and the red and like all that stuff. Next is the charging grip. It's gray, unlike the grip that came with the base Switch 2 model. It has gray instead of like the red and blue on the other grip, but it's also got charging cable and a light so you can see how much it's charged. And the cool thing is they got the GL and GR buttons, which are quite cool, but they're just not really good because they're just a bit small, but they're really good. There's the box for that. No manual in this as well. There's a manual for the Switch 2 box. No manual for the Joy-Con wheel or this. Yeah, pretty cool. Next thing is the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. This might be the greatest Pro controller ever made. Why? Because these sticks feel incredibly good. You got these buttons make zero sound if you listen. They don't make any sound except for the sticks and the triggers in the back, which feel a lot nicer. They do make a bunch of sound, but the face buttons like barely make any sound. So it's quite cool. The good thing also is that they got the GL and GR buttons, which are a lot bigger, and you can like press them while playing the game. Also can be mapped to any existing button. Really cool controller, incredible controller, really good. This did not come with a manual either. I already unboxed this on my unboxing video. Go and check that out if you haven't seen it already. But it's a really good controller. Definitely worth 80 bucks. Right. Next thing, my oldest system ever. This is the NES. Let me just get it. Right. Big, probably not going to fit into the screen, but here it is. It's incredibly huge. It's not the classic edition, as you can tell, but came with everything. Came with the cords, third-party cords and stuff. Not a third-party controller, because third-party controllers do not have the Nintendo logo, so that's pretty cool. I got the original one. So, pretty good. A bit yellow, but only, like, you won't really notice it that much, the yellowing. I know there's a fix to some yellowing, but it's such a great system. I got 2 games with the thing. Got Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. If you ever get an NES for the first time, always get Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. Because Mario Bros. Is such a great game on it. Super Mario Bros. Actually. Mario Bros. Was actually the arcade game. And then, not complete, but an in-box copy of Mario Bros. 2. Does not have the manual, sadly. Box is a bit damaged, beat up. It's fine. One day I'll have to replace the box, get a better box. Side right here looks a bit better. But inside, you got the cartridge and the Nintendo dust sleeve. Third-party games do not have the Nintendo logo, so it's a pretty easy way to tell apart third-party games. So, yeah. So, you gotta like blow into it to get the dust out. You just gotta slide it in, click it down, hit the power button, and you're ready to play. So, really good system. Would definitely buy it. And it's one of the first retro systems you should get if you are starting a Nintendo collection, because all the games are quite cheap if you look in the right places. This game was about $56, but it came with a box. No manual though. It's quite sad. But this game was only at $5, and the NES is also about maybe $90. So it's a really good system to get into retro gaming, retro Nintendo gaming, actually. Last thing I want to mention is this cool Sea Fox sign. I don't know if it's gonna fit, but there you go. You can see it. It's a Sea Fox sign. The cool thing is it lights up in the color orange, which is my channel's color, which is quite cool. And it's not made of glass or anything. It's made out of plastic though. It's really cool. I always have it lit up in my Nintendo room. So, yeah. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos, and I plan to make more Nintendo collection videos in the future. So, stay tuned for those videos, like and subscribe. Have a good day.